So, beautiful people, how are you all doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. So, today is the D Day, and one of the cheapest universities in Europe is open for application. Okay, sorry, guys, it's cold, so I wanted to recharge my system. So, the University of Iceland is officially open and accepting applications today. Now, if you were not aware, it is open. If you are aware, I believe you should have applied or you should be applying. Now, remember, few weeks back, I think 1 month ago, I talked about this university. I remember very well. And I told you some documents to prepare if you want to apply to this school. Right now, it is one of the cheapest in Europe. How much are they charging for tuition? They are not charging anything for tuition, but rather they are charging a fee for administrative costs. This fee, this administrative cost they are talking about is money they want to use. They have to look at applications, right? So those people looking at their application, they need to pay them. That's the administrative cost. Now, when you get admission to this school, you will just need to pay that money. I think that money is 75,000 Icelandic krona. To my calculations, if I'm not wrong, that money is not up to 500, I think it's not up to 600,000 CFA francs. Yeah, CFA francs Cameroon money. It's not even up to 600 euros. I'm not sure. Check again. The money is 75,000 Icelandic krona. Now, that's the money you are going to pay per year. Okay. Remember, they also have an application fee. Well, the application fee may be used to assess your application. But remember that money I mentioned is the only money. Now, there are some things, or let me say there are specific things I mentioned before, and I'm going to be talking again about them. If you are preparing to apply, one thing first, you need to use IELTS. Don't say, oh, Milton, I come from Nigeria, I come from Ghana, we speak English. No, bro. If you want to get into the University of Iceland, go and get IELTS or get TOEFL. All this information are on their website. 6.5 band score or TOEFL of at least, I think it should be 78 or 80, something like that. Check the website. Point number 2, if you want to enter this university, make sure that you have at least, if it's small, your GPA should be 3.1 on 4 or 3.2 and above is good, very good. Now, understand that I didn't say that if you have 3.0, you shouldn't apply. The reason is because this school is very competitive. It is cheap. So many people want to apply. But there is a possibility that they are not only going to be looking at your transcript to evaluate you. There are some people that will be applying for economics in this school, and they will be coming from the history department. They did history bachelor's, but they want to apply for economics in this school for masters. And there are some people that did economics bachelor's, and they will be applying for economics masters. Now, those same people might not have the same GPA. This is where an economics student with economics bachelor's who is going for economics masters have an advantage. Now, they will look at the courses you did, and then they will look at their GPA, look at their IELTS score, then they will make a decision from there. So you need to put these things into consideration. But again, you need to have a good GPA. A good GPA is something from 3, but according to the University of Iceland, they accept only 75% on 100. Let me say what GPA is 75%. I think according to my research, it should be 3.2 on 4. We have talked about that. While looking at this university, also remember that you can move with your family. Yes, it's possible. You didn't know, right? It's possible. If you've done your research and if you watch my videos, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. Now, remember, your documents must be in all original documents. Like what I mean here is, I was talking to someone and he told me that his documents got burnt, but he doesn't have the originals. If you are preparing to japa, all your documents must be moving together. Your transcript, your degree, or if you haven't collected your degree, your attestation of completion of studies, your passport must be ready. Somebody was telling me he will use ID card. If I am the admissions committee, I will not accept you with ID card. You are not a European student. As an international student, you need to be conscious. You need to follow instructions, okay? You need your passport. Then you need an application fee. Remember, application fee to the University of Iceland is no more the same. Last year, I think it was 50 euros, but now it has been multiplied. They want to make sure that before you apply, you already know that you stand a chance. They want to see serious people. Do you understand me? So, how much is the application fee? 135 euros. It should be in Icelandic krona, but if you change the money, it's around 135 euros. Yes, 135. Now, another thing you should understand is that to move to Iceland, I always call Iceland as the land of volcanoes, right? There is an application date. If you meet the requirements for maybe your transcript is good and you think that you still haven't written IELTS and you still want to write IELTS, go for it. You still have December, you still have January. The last day to submit application is the 8th of February. Go for it and apply. And before you know, boom, you will be in Iceland next year. Don't let anybody discourage you. But if you think that the money you want to use to write IELTS is huge, it's better you keep the money and eat fish during Christmas, then you cannot blame Milton. I'm just here as somebody giving you the information, right? Now, you can apply for bachelor's and you can apply for master's degree. Okay, I'm looking at my jota here. That's why you see me pointing this way. Application deadline for bachelor's is February 1st. Application deadline for master's, February 1st. Okay, then deadline to submit your documents is February 8th. So make sure you check what they need for you to submit documents and everything. It's important so that at the end of the day, you don't make errors. Don't waste application fee to apply. Then at the end of the day, you are not able to meet the requirements. It won't make sense. Then master's students, you also need to send in your documents by February 8th, and those going for PhD, you also need to send in your documents. PhD students, please take a look at the doctoral page. All the information is there. I believe you know what to do already. Then also, if you want to see more about Icelandic and you can consider applying for Icelandic, right? Yeah, there is a possibility. Consider Icelandic as your own program you want to apply to. Then you look at everything. Now, remember, when you apply to these programs, right, after getting admissions, you can now apply for visa. Do you know the visa procedure? That's a question I'm asking you. I did a video about it already. Check the channel. If you want to know, just type visa application to Iceland. Then you add Milton Fonkwa at the search bar in YouTube. The video is going to come up for you. Or you say student visa to Iceland, you add Milton by the side. Fonkwa, it's going to come up for you. You look at it, listen to the information. Remember, in Iceland, your visa will be given according to the proof of funds you supply. Remember, the minimum you need is 11,000 euros. You can have it, your sponsor can have it. It depends on you. But make sure this 11,000 euros, they can decide to give you a permit for maybe 6 months. They can decide to give you for 1 year, depending on the amount of money you show to them. Because you need to give them money. You need to prove that you have money if you really need the permit. I'm just explaining these details to you in case you didn't know. But follow the video. There is a step-by-step process to it. And also, when you go to the visa application page, there is information on the time you must submit your visa application if you want to start studies by September. Put all of this into consideration and drop your application. If you think you don't have money, please keep family for now home. then you move abroad. Forget about all these people making noise on here or on other platforms. Oh, don't move with your family. Oh, don't move away. Leave your wife back home. Oh, before you got married, you know who you were getting married to. Don't get married to anybody you cannot trust. And for you who is married, reserve yourself and understand that life is a process. Don't rush life. You who is single, reserve and understand life is a process. Do not rush. Go slowly, slowly, and stand by the people who are providing for you, who are supporting your dreams, who are helping you be the better version of yourself. This is the way life works. Help one another to succeed, to win together. I hope this helps you. There is not enough material. I want to talk about the Iceland application again. I have talked about everything. So it's now for you. Apply. Application is open. You still have time. It's cheap, guys. All you need is when you get admissions, you now show them this money or you use your sponsor. You apply for the visa. Boom. Next year, maybe you are in Iceland. Okay?